Hello! A new video is in the works, a critical analysis of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And as you can probably tell from the title of this video, it's quite the positive analysis. Once completed, the video will go up as planned, but it's taking longer to put together than I originally estimated. A lot longer. So, I've decided to release the video in sections. This will provide my viewers with content, will hopefully keep the channel alive during the editing process, and will prime everyone as to what to expect from the full video prior to release. Keep in mind that these were meant to be part of a single whole, so there will be incomplete analyses and a lack of conclusions in some parts. Once the full video is out, there will be follow-up videos inspired by it, including another Godzilla vs. Kong analysis. Yay! And one last thing. This introduction will be at the start of each video, so if you want to skip it next time, slide on over to this time here. Right, all that said, I hope you enjoy this section of what will become Godzilla, King of the Monsters, a great joy. Well, somebody had to do it. The film opens with company logos stylized as if they were the ancient ruins of a bygone age or the crumbled wrecks of buildings in a battered city. All the while, ominous reverberations rock the screen until the voice of a god king cuts in.
Embrace me, as her king and as her god.
No, not that one. This one. That's better. There are no opening credits to be found as King of the Monsters jumps right into the storytelling. The scene opens on a familiar sight. We see soldiers from the previous film performing the halo jump, and instantly we know where and when we are. The camera tilts down to present the fiery hellscape that is San Francisco of the previous film. In the background we see the shadows of people running for safety from the flames, as a family searches the smashed and broken wreckage. The family are the Russells, the main characters of the film. The father, Mark, searches for one child whilst the mother, Emma, holds tight to their remaining offspring, protecting her from harm. As simple a presentation as this is, it is also establishing the dynamic that will continue on for most of the rest of the film, for good and for ill. The search is interrupted as the family bear witness to a terror stomping through the city, Godzilla. The music rises, a mix of awe and dread, to match the faces of the family looking on as this creature, this monster, wades through the destruction it helped cause, ignorant of the pain and suffering he has bestowed upon the Russells. Godzilla 2014 did not shy away from the horrors of giant monsters living in the real world, of living natural disasters uncaring of the great works of mankind. Godzilla King of the Monsters is clearly carrying the torch of this mindset. The tragedy the Russells are going through fits seamlessly in with the previous film and the traumatic events that unfold therein. These two films are one story, one solid narrative continued on for us to follow. And the fiery visualization of San Francisco not only ushers in a more colourful depiction of the Monsterverse, not only subtly prepares the viewers for the subtext to come, but given what happens next, what we are seeing may not only be a memory of the past, but a vision of the future. As Godzilla's roar echoes through the decimated city, the scene makes a jarring cut from the glaring orange glow of hell on earth to the sad and muted greens and blues of a secluded bedroom. The news on the television fills us in on when and where we are in the story.
Thousands gathered in the Bay Area last night to honor the victims of the 2014 attacks.
By efforts to locate and track Godzilla, who hasn't been seen in over 5 years.
It is the 5th anniversary of that dreadful day, and as some protest the destruction Godzilla caused, many more, just like Emma Russell here, are mourning those they lost, helpless to save them in the face of nature's wrath. We quickly realise the search was in vain. Andrew, her son, is gone. As the news continues to catch us up on recent events, we see Monarch's logo on a case Emma has with her. A woman who lost a loved one to these giant monsters, these titans, is working with the people who would protect them. How does such a thing happen? It is here we are introduced properly to Madison, the Russells' daughter. From her laptop screen we can tell she's into the natural world just like her parents. We can also see that the family we saw previously is no longer together. Not only did they lose a son, or in Madison's case a brother, they lost touch with each other as well. Madison is interrupted by her cooking skills, which brings her mother in. As things calm down, Emma spots the email Madison was writing to Mark, and an awkward conversation is had between mother and daughter. Emma doesn't want Madison talking to Mark, but the mother isn't berating the daughter for doing something wrong.
I just don't want to see you get hurt.
I know.
Especially with everything that's
Mom,
going on right now.
I know.
You sure he's gonna be okay?
He is in the safest place that he could be right now.
As with the opening scene, Emma's focus is on protecting her daughter, whether it be keeping Madison from contacting her estranged father in case he upsets her, or Emma keeping her sadness to herself so she doesn't ruin Madison's day. But interest in the natural world isn't the only thing Madison picked up from her parents. She is keeping her own secrets, contacting her father out of sight of her mother in an attempt to not upset her. Perhaps Emma appreciates this attempt at secrecy. With the conversation appearing to dampen Madison's mood, Emma changes the subject.
You want to hear some good news? I finished it.
They are interrupted by an earthquake and a noise all too familiar to Godzilla fans. And we get a nice reveal. This is no flat in the middle of a built-up area, nor a cozy home in a suburb or the countryside. Emma and Madison are standing in a mobile home looking out over lush green jungles and a towering temple. The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. Madison went on an adventure with her mother around the world, in search of monsters. Madison then utters this line.
It's gonna be okay.
This line is almost certainly an acknowledgement from Madison. She knows it's the anniversary of her brother's death. She knows her mother is upset about her father. She knows these and other things, including her work, must be weighing heavy on her. And with the sounding of a monster's cry, yet one more thing is being added to the weight on Emma's shoulders. This one line tells us that Madison cares, and that she at least is one thing Emma doesn't have to worry about. The next scene begins following Emma and Madison down through a rock-hewn passage, and we get a bit of world building as we're led past this mural. From this one carving we can infer that titans have been worshipped in the past and temples have been erected in their names. This opens up a whole world of possibilities that King of the Monsters will not miss an opportunity on using or setting up. Whilst we're here, shout out to this guy who probably had to take the uptemp photo of this mural because someone in the office couldn't quite make out some detail or other in the previous photos. I salute your perseverance, good sir. We are inside the temple and it is here we meet the cause of the earthquake.
Meet Titanus Mosura.
Mothra.
As awe-inspiring as the birth of Mothra is, things go downhill quickly. A malfunction breaks the security system which disturbs Mothra, causing the containment team to panic and try to subdue the monster. This proves to be a mistake. This poor bastard even ends up in the spider's web. A big spider's web. Emma Russell going against protocol prevents Mothra from being killed.
Dr. Russell, I'm sorry, but you know the protocols. We have to terminate.
I'll handle this.
There's a protocol for terminating a birth? Blimey, someone's pro-choice. Actually, this is carried over from 2014.
Kill it.
Having stopped the termination, Emma goes into the chamber to face the terrifying Titan, and the roles of mother and daughter are suddenly reversed.
Just don't want to see you get hurt.
I know.
Mom, no! It's gonna work.
After several attempts and a run-in from Madison, Emma is finally able to calm Mothra down. She's even passive enough to allow for this touching moment. Get it? Touching moment because... never mind. As awe-inspiring as this is, there is, yet again, an interruption. Going back a bit, we had this line from Mr. Science Man.
Containment systems are failing. Perimeter alarms are going off. The whole network's going insane. I think someone else is doing this.
These guys have done something to the systems, causing the chaos we just witnessed, and now they're here to finish the job. One more time, I want to go back a bit to Mr. Science Man. When we first saw him a mere 5 minutes ago, he was excited. Mothra was hatching and he couldn't wait to see it.
Sleep or no sleep, I'm not missing this.
He is filled with an almost childlike wonder for these creatures. He is the embodiment of every kaiju fan out there, and can be immediately associated with by them. What a way to introduce a villain. As Emma and Madison cower in fear, the camera follows his gaze up to the passively observing Titan, and then down to the repeating tones of the Orca, cementing their connections and this intruder's goals. Thank you for watching this part of Godzilla King of the Monsters, a great joy. Videos will follow on a, hopefully, regular basis until the video is out, so look forward to those. Whilst you're waiting, why not visit my Etsy store and peruse some esoteric pendants, link in the description. Feel free to do all the YouTube stuffs and leave a comment if you have one. Who knows, maybe you'll have an effect on the finished video before it's released. Once again, thank you for watching.